Hey everyone, welcome to Street Politics with Talessia. I just want to chime in on some things that's going on in politics. You know, we can't never catch a break. It's always something. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. Let's just go ahead and get the little squad out the way. It's just like people pull stunts for reasons. You know what I'm saying? To make it appear like it's something else. Now you heard Rashida Tlaib. She applied to go over there to see her grandmother, in which I guess they denied her from coming over there for other than going. They gave her a humanitarian pass to go visit her grandmother. So she made it a big issue to my she don't want to go. Listen, do you want to see your grandmother or not? So you thought you was about to go over there and disrupt the place, using your grandmother as an excuse to get there, and then they had something for you. See all them little games y'all play? Like, people see y'all for what y'all really is. Like, ever since her and Ilhan has been in office, and even AOC, they whole thing is immigration and foreign policies. Like, I never hear them fighting for the issues that goes over here in America, in that community. At least I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Their whole platform is about Israel. It's about what people doing over there in their country, what people doing. Nothing about us. But it's like, enough with these people. I'm shocked to even see how they in office, but I'm really shocked to see if they get reelected again. That's going to be something to see. It's a lot of interesting people. I'm waiting to see if they are going to get reelected. And a lot of people coming for their seats. So they worry about this, that. And don't even see the other people coming through the back door, you know, challenging them for their seats. So that's interesting to watch. That's the only thing I want to say about them. Because I'm sick of talking about them. I'm sick of looking at them on TV. So I don't have too much of anything to say about them. So you have Scaramucci. This is the thing I don't understand. It's like people go into this administration. Now I can read out the ones, I can tell the ones that, you know, really want to do their job, but then you have the ones that really just go in there and just what do you, I don't even know what to call them. Fame go-getters, groupies. That's what they are. They're groupies. You know what I'm saying? They go in because they want the fame, they want the TV, they want this and that. And soon as they out it, they act like they just had this certain revelation that, oh my God, this thing was all wrong. I don't know what Scaramucci is on. Scaramucci, whatever. Scaramucci, yeah, really. But this is my thing. But this is how news outlets use you. Once they see that you don't like the other side, and especially if you don't like Trump, they invite you on. Now, 5 seconds ago, CNN, MSNBC didn't care two cents about the mooch. You know, they laughed at him about only being in administration for 11 days. They taunted him, talked about him. They said he was this, they said he was that. Now that he don't like Trump, he's on the air. He is another Michael Avenatti. When they get done with you, they aren't going to do nothing but spit you out and throw you to the wolves like they did Michael. You see what they did to him? Now you on every show. Like this is amazing how these certain TV, they starting to be reality shows to me, because nothing about it is the news. How they'll go back to back with anybody to have anything negative to say about Trump. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, people, listen, don't nobody care about none of their opinions. So now all of a sudden they seen this, and now Trump ain't changed since he came down the elevator. So what are you acting like you just didn't understand him or didn't see him for whoever he is? You're lying. You wanted to be a part of something. Now you out, and now you mad, and now they know that you mad. They want to have you on all the shows to talk about him and make it seem like, see, another person that was up under the Trump. Because see, those are fake people. Those are the type of people you don't want in your life. Because if I fall out with you and you go over here just because I fall out with you, and you go over there to the side that you know hate me. Me and you both was talking about them. And all of a sudden, since you ain't my friend, you want to go over there with them. You been the enemy. You been the enemy from day one. Period, point blank. You been the enemy. So it's just like they gonna Michael Avenatti him. That's the new thing with him. He's a groupie, and they're gonna Michael Avenatti him, and he's gonna be spit. Once they done using him, they're gonna be on to the next person that come out the White House and got something bad to say about Trump. So, hey, don't nobody even care about any of these tactics anymore. It's just like whatever. So you have a lot of people. Another thing, you have a lot of people going off about the Colin Kaepernick and Jay-Z thing. See, I have two sides to this, to where I look at it. When he first started kneeling, it was out the blue. I was very suspicious about it. But I was like, I don't know, because the timing was perfect, because it was another, I don't know which white officer killed black. I don't know which particular person that was. It was around one of those times. So it was like perfect timing to pull something. So, but I didn't realize what was going on. But I'm like, I don't understand. It's like out the blue, you just doing this and doing that. So then you had, Jay-Z coming out, speaking against it, saying that he should kneel. You know what I'm saying? Backing Kaepernick up. Then out the blue, Jay-Z just get a deal with the NFL people. To do Rock Nation, to be a part of social, like, what the hell do social justice got to do with football? But this is what I be saying. Something that's like I tell people, when I go to church, I don't want to hear nothing about Donald Trump. I don't want to hear nothing about politics. All I want to hear about is the gospel and Jesus Christ. Certain stuff I don't like to mix. Now, if I'm going to an NFL game, I want to see NFL. If I want to see anything about politics, I'll go something that has something to do with politics. So I don't even understand this part with the NFL. Social justice, whatever, performing for the halftime. Then you come out that he's supposed to be owning one of the teams, or partially owning minority, or I don't know, whatever. So Jay-Z getting a lot of backlash. This is what the problem I had. And it's not so much of a problem because it's rich folks stuff, and I'm still over here trying to get it on the paid level as him. Let's be very clear. But Jay-Z made Travis Scott not perform when they wanted him to, because they was backing Kaepernick. So when it came out, people was like, damn, how you gonna make Travis do this and now you backing with him? So his reasoning now is he didn't want him to pay second fiddle. But you just stomped on this dude money. Now your hand in the pot, and it's like, okay, I'm in the pot, y'all, but I'm just here because, okay, it's time to move on. It been time to move on from kneeling. I've been said that in the beginning. Okay, you kneel, you made your. I don't have nothing against protesting, even though I don't like to see it on certain stuff, because it's just like I said, when I go to church, I want to hear about Jesus. I don't want nobody in there protesting about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't a fan of that, but I understood where they was coming from. But it's just like, to me, I don't think that was the place. But hey, you free to do whatever you want to do. But how you gonna stop somebody else from getting their coins, and then you went and got the super bag? He went and got the bag. So are you going to let, for this first halftime, Travis Scott do halftime? I mean, I think you owe him that spot. Okay, you in the door, you saying you in the door. So somebody said something that was very interesting to me today on Twitter. Dr. Watkins, Dr. Watkins or whatever. He was said that it was, I guess he pointed out something that now he's starting to look at the funny at Kaepernick, because according to sources that he know, Kaepernick was about to lose his $120 million contract. That's according to him. I don't know if it's true. I'm just telling you what somebody said on Twitter. That I don't think that's a reliable source to me, because he don't just be just saying anything to me. A lot of his stuff be factual or whatever. So here it is that you was about to lose. If this is true, if this is true, you was about to lose your contract. Perfect time in a police shoot, and here you go kneeling, acting like it's this, acting like it's that. So a lot of people mad at that. Now they call it, this man is respected in the black community with ADOS, all that. You got them people today calling him a coon and a sellout. Talking about he going against. Listen, this is what I be saying about my people, my black folks. Y'all go and believe anything instead of saying, hey, hold on. Let me see what this man, let me try to fact check some of this stuff. Let me try to see if some of this stuff is right. Or let me see where he coming from. Automatic. Now they calling him a coon and a sellout. Don't nobody want to listen to him. Now they say they cancel. But see, let me tell you something. That's how you know when you're doing something right. You have a lot of people, and it always be your kind. It always be your kind going up against you, saying everything up under the sun, discrediting you, because the truth hurts in the black community. And that's just period, point blank. I deal with that all the time. The truth hurts. They don't like the truth. Not all of them. But I'm just saying, a lot of my peoples, they don't like the truth. They rather feel emotionally attached to the situation instead of going in the situation with facts. See, that's how a lot of people get you. Like them Al Sharptons, them race baiters for money. If they can they emotionally get you in, because our people has always been emotional since we came over there because the trauma. And I think it's just in our DNA of us just being emotional to stuff. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, hold on, let me get the facts. Now, if that is true, the timing was perfect. You had an officer kill somebody. I'm up here about to lose my contract, so let me kneel and act like I'm from the people. I know when I kneel, I know it's going to cause the backlash. I know it's going to cause this, I get kicked out. But at the same time, I secretly signed off and got some cash, but didn't let you know. But I'm still acting like I'm social justice when you got paid. If it wasn't nothing, why didn't you say that? Why didn't you tell the people about the money you received? Now everybody mad at Jay-Z. The only part I got about I'm not mad at Jay-Z. I just didn't understand where he was coming from. So he, to me, got a chance to redo that by putting Travis Scott on the first thing, smoking on halftime. I believe he deserved that spot because he listened to you and stopped doing it, even though your reason was you didn't want him to be second. Okay, Jay-Z, you running that, the man got to be first. You have to do that. Okay, now I understand Jay-Z, but now this is what I always tell people. This is why I tell people that I get mad at people that don't want to go to the White House and sit down and talk to the most powerful man in the United States of America, the most powerful man in the world. A person that can change anything at the drop like this, a person that can make stuff happen. See, me, I'd rather go to the table instead of sitting back crying about it. Let me go to the table and tell you what's going on, tell you how I feel, see how we can agree to disagree on some stuff. And you know what I'm saying? 50-50, we come to the middle. Now, what Jay-Z did, okay, we all know Jay-Z is about the coins. I don't blame him. Get that bag, get that money. I ain't telling you not to do that. But see, now Jay-Z has an opportunity. His feet is in the door with these people that's running the NFL. His feet is in the door. He can get Kaepernick signed. I don't want to hear the social justice stuff while I'm listening to NFL. I'm just going to be frankly honest with you. So whatever they want to do on the outside of that, because you know a lot of big companies like them, they can do stuff outside of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Helping with training of police officers that go in these certain type of hoods, and even these certain type of hoods, you know, helping the people, train them how to deal with authority. It's on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Just because people don't like officers, that don't give nobody the right to disrespect officers. And then when something bad happens, everybody act like, listen, I always tell people, then I understand both sides. You do have people that comply. And you do have officers still go too far. I'm not talking about that. I tell my sons all the time, with grown folks, period, don't you say nothing. Don't you be disrespectful. Don't you nothing. You come home and tell me, let me take care of that. I tell people when they get in altercations with officers, listen, you cannot dispute anything on the scene. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of breath. It's only going to make things worse. You have to comply. Even though if somebody, you know, they wrongfully about to arrest you, you cannot dispute that right there. The man, they still going to arrest you. So what's the purpose of you putting up a fight for somebody that's still going to arrest you? Let them handcuff you and settle that in the court. That's what the court is for. Settle that in the court. You can't settle a case on the streets with an officer when they're going to say the officer is right anyway. Whatever reason the officer want to say they want to give. I done had stuff that an officer gave me a ticket on something that was threw out in court. Now, I could have stood up there and argued with the man and got more charges. I just went on and got my little ticket, went to court, they threw it out. That's how you do stuff. You cannot do that. You can't settle your dispute when you get into it with an officer. Just comply. Now, I understand some officers, when you still comply, they still go too far. And another thing I want to point out with officers, and I want to tell people this, I want you to listen to me very clear. Just because somebody call out an officer that is wrong, that does not mean that somebody is having a whole attack on police officers. I see a lot of people saying that, and that is so irritating. Police officers are human beings just like we is. They are no different than what we are. They make mistakes. They do stuff wrong just like I do. And there's nothing wrong with calling them out. I can call out an officer and still love them at the same time. So y'all got to stop saying that. Just because, just like the stuff with the Eric Garner case. Now, okay, they made the decision to fire the guy. You have people that's sitting on TV saying it's an attack on police. And then they want to use how people say stuff about ICE. No, this is two different things. What people are saying, the rhetoric that certain people are coming on TV saying about ICE officers and this is that is a whole different topic. And yes, that is true. That is called an attack on these officers for doing their job. But if somebody is found to be wrong, that is not an attack on an officer. Like, we got to stop that. You can't conflate the two. Yes, we can talk about how Nancy and all them AOC saying they Nazis and they this, that. Yes, that is an attack on the whole ICE people. That is true. But just because an officer was found guilty of something, well, he wasn't found, he was fired or whatever, because he used something that he wasn't supposed to use, that is not an attack on the whole police force. So quit that talk. Be for real with yourself. Like, we got to stop that. Now, I don't have a problem with no police officer. I know police officers. I have friends as police officers. But my thing is this. You have to call people out when they're wrong, whether you're a police officer or not. And none of these officers, God, they make mistakes. They are human beings. They do errors and they do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we have to call it out as case by case. Not group a whole thing. And that's like if I do something wrong, you gonna hold all black women accountable because something I did wrong, or you're gonna hold me accountable for what I did. And that's something that we need to just cool down and stop doing. But back to Kaepernick, he pulled one on y'all. This is why I don't do certain stuff, and I be very weary with all that. He pulled something over our eyes. Well, not my eyes, I wasn't kneeling. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like this. Okay, I understand you was kneeling, but what happens when you get up? Okay, you kneel, you got national attention. What did you do after that? You know what he did after that? He got signed with Nike. He got this, and he got back. I don't see, did you go to any of these police officers in these communities and try to form an alliance to help everybody understand? Everybody do help to meet with officers to talk about different kind of training they can do when they do in the community. Go in the community and tell them how they supposed to be when they do this, because at the end of the day, you have to be respectful. And we can't just be saying because they in these certain communities that we got to get them to pass because they just don't know what's going on. Yes, the hell y'all do too. You got to hold everybody accountable. People in certain communities, they ain't dumb, they ain't slow, they ain't stupid. People are grown folks doing dumb things on both sides. Period, point blank. But you didn't do none of that. You got your little settlement and you kept it quiet and you kept the race baiting and kneeling going. See, you got to be careful. And now he outed. And when people out you like that, they get mad. So you can't out me because, first of all, don't nobody own me. I don't care who talking about they can take what from me or whatever the case may be. It means absolutely nothing to me. Those are all the things I just want to holler at y'all today. Make sure y'all go on my website and check out my second store, my first store. You know, I got, oh, but let me talk about Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood. Let me, I looked on Planned Parenthood page. 99% of their pictures are women of color. White folks don't get abortions. I'm just trying to look at the audience that they target. They mad because Donald Trump administration is taking away something called Title X. But this is the catch, what they ain't telling y'all. They told them, you can receive your funding for everything you do except for abortions. They didn't want that. Oh well, too bad. We have free clinics. We have welfare insurance, but the Planned Parenthood is not the only place where you can get free health care benefits. You got the free clinic and you got welfare insurance. You don't need Planned Parenthood at all. You can get birth control from your welfare insurance. If you don't have regular insurance, you can get welfare insurance or go to a free clinic. It's free clinics in every city, in every state. So that's not an excuse. So Planned Parenthood want to tell y'all that they taking the funding away from, no, they not. They taking a funding away from if you're going to do abortions. Well, guess what? Too bad. And I also want y'all to check out this new line I have with that. With toddlers on down to infants with a shirt to say Planned Parenthood, look who made it. Because you got to fight back with them. And you got to expose them for the truth. And I also have the favorite thing the Democrats like to do, the race card. Go check out my new line. And thank you all that support me. Make sure you go on my email list. There's a lot of things that's coming up that I am going to be doing. And I just got started. And I just begun. And thank you all who have been with me on this journey. Thank you all. Have a blessed day.